Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for the Iracing E-Series, sponsored by Plan B Sales, live from Talladega. About to go green here in just a few minutes. Qualifying about to take place here in about 2 minutes. Welcome to round number 2 of the playoffs. Race number 2 of the playoffs as well. Go over here and look at the point standings right now. We want to thank everybody. Make sure you guys share and subscribe as we get set to go here in just a moment. We've had a couple nights off. Actually got a couple more nights off after tonight's race as well, which I'm going to be honest, I'm going to enjoy. Going over here looking at the point standings, James Lowe was the winner last week at Las Vegas. We had 3 cautions in that race, 115 lap race, 11 leaders. James Lowe, one of the TRN drivers of the week this week. Moving him up to 3rd points and already locked his way into the next round. Greg McConey sits 4th. So if we go back to the guys on the bubble, which is from 12th on up, Cody Smith, Chris Worrell, Patrick Green, David Eamon is your guys on the bubble. David right now 6 points below the cut line. J.R. Houston only 6 points above that cut line. Ryan Worley right there above it as well. And 7th, Michael Anthony. And 6th, Zach Bowerman. Chris Worrell, Cody Smith. Cody's kind of made up a pretty big differential if you would go and look at it. Trying to add this up. 6, I'll say 8. He's 8 points currently behind. Actually, he's about 10 points behind because David Eamon's only 4 points behind J.R. Houston. So really we need to watch that 0-2 and the J.R. Houston car tonight and keep an eye on them at Talladega, place where that is known for a big wreck. You do not want to be caught up in a wreck. Let's go down to our big track. Get ready for qualifying as we get set to go here live from Dega. Of course, you can see we're rocking the Pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month this month. I want to thank everybody for... Everybody gave me pretty good feedback on that, which is pretty cool. We do got some breast cancer awareness cars here as well, which is awesome. Quite a few. There's a guy on top of the board that nobody should be surprised to see. That is Cody Smith and Zach Bowerman. Both very respectable plate racers. We'll see how they do as practice coming to an end as the flagman waves the flag. That means qualifying. Set to take place here from Talladega Super Speedway. We want to welcome everybody tuning in to the playoffs race from the Iracing Series. It is Cody Smith, the fastest in practice, going out onto the racetrack in that number 7 car. We'll see how he does. Coming to turn 3, getting ready to begin his green flag lap. Don't be surprised. He's going to ride super far up against the wall and get ready to come to the green flag. And here you see Cody Smith once again. We will hop over to other drivers as well as he works off turn 2. You guys can see right here, best lap going up. Right on the bottom. I think these guys are only getting 1 qualifying lap here. So these guys are not allowed 2 anymore. I think you also have to stay above that yellow line now in qualifying as well. If I'm not mistaken, that is now a new rule inputted in here. Of course, these guys run a Super Speedway Series on Friday night. Plenty of experience when it comes to super speedway racing in here. That is one thing that we're going to see some very interesting races as we come to the start-finish line. Cody Smith going to go to the top of the board, I would guess, as he crosses the start-finish line. He is the first one to put a lap in. 50.729. Jared Overstreet, he is out there as well. Marcus Adams now the top. Make that Calvin Allison now the top. The 716 for the 28. Here comes Jared Overstreet off turn 4, coming to the start-finish line. Of course, start-finish line a little bit further away. It's not right in the center of the tri-oval, so start-finish line in a pretty unique place. Coming to the start-finish line, Jared Overstreet Not good enough for the pole, but good enough for P8. Who else we got out there on track? Greg McConaughey. Check out his paint, by the way. Dude's racing. You guys can see what it says. Welcome to Nudes Racing now. Okay, Greg's actually running the highline, it looks like, so I don't expect a big lap here out of the 12 car this time. And to the start-finish line, let's see what it does. Yeah, 57. Actually, he's just out-starting his green flag lap. I do apologize. He's just out-starting that. Derek Pemberton also exited out of pits. He's out there in our TRN paint. Of course, Derek, a member of TRN, Trackside Racing Network, here with us. He does broadcast with me on Sunday nights as well. So we'll see how he does. Wish him the best of luck tonight. Landon Lacey right now in 12th as well. He's a hashtag sometimes member of TRN. And we'll see how Greg McConaughey does as he works off turn number 4, coming to the start-finish line here at the Monster Talladega Super Speedway. Patrick Green right now 15th. Calvin Allison still on top of the board. Greg McConaughey looked really good out of turn 4. 50.746 puts him in P number 7. Good qualifying effort there. Back to Derek Pemberton in the number 81. That is a throwback Elliott Sadler paint scheme. Of course, Raise Energy on the side as well, as he starts to work through turns number 3 and 4. Going to try to keep that car right on the bottom. Derek loves plate racing. One of the reasons why he's making a random appearance here tonight. About 20 seconds to go here in qualifying, so I don't think anybody else is going to get a lap in. So we'll see what Derek can do here as he comes to the start-finish line. Coming up off the bottom just a little bit, and wow, a 50, is that right? 50.775, however, it does not count that lap. It would have not been that great of a lap anyway. He would have been in 11th or 12th, so I think that's it. Qualifying is officially Calvin Allison. I'm going to be starting here on the grid. Make sure you guys go over and check out Plan B Sales as you get a look here at your grid from Plan B Sales. But we got some announcements coming from about them in just a moment. As you see where everybody's lining up there is the 5th row. Aaron Tribble, Will Rodemeyer be right there, or Rodemeyer, I'm sorry. Logan Jones, Jared Overstreet, and Landon Lacey in 13th. Jason Pappin at number 1 will be 14th. JR used to Patrick Green. Ryan Broderick, Zeshawn will be rolled off at 18. Zeshawn's a factor in these plate races as well. Keep your eye on him. Robert Richards, Derek Pemberton in 20th. Daniel Falkingham, Will Klein, Chris World, James Lowe, Michael Anthony, Joe Francis, James Cato, David Eamon, Zach Bowerman. Don't think Casey Heschel's actually running. He is just race control. I think he's just in here. And then Roberto Ramirez, who's got an awesome paint, by the way, tonight. But we are ready to go. I don't normally do picks for these, but I've come to kind of pick places like this, like when it comes to this series. My personal opinion, Cody Smith gets it done. He's the quote-unquote best plate racer, I guess, in this series, in my opinion. There is other good guys in here as well, but I think Cody is just a slightly percentage, favored more than him. Check out some of these paints as well. Let's see, will you restart Trading Paints? Yes, I will, whoever said that. Let me restart Trading Paints. Somebody in the race PM said they're having trouble with Trading Paints not showing up. So we'll restart Trading Paints for them. Chris Worrell is having trouble, so we'll see if we can fix this paint for him. And there's Chris Worrell. Don't really get used to that paint, however. Here we go. Ready to roll out. Everybody looks like they're pretty much gridded up, and there you go. And you see that 46 up there as well. Lo and behold, Kyle Smiley, probably one of your favorites to win the championships this season. Want to thank everybody once again for tuning in here to the Trackside Racing Network. Please like and subscribe, share, and all that good stuff for us. It might take a second, by the way, for these pages to re-update. With so many people being in here. We was talking about Plan B sales a few moments ago. And for you guys that don't know, Iracing E-Series is or Plan B sales is the official sponsor of the Iracing E-Series. Plan B sales actually just launched a new program. The new website called Circle B Diecast. Let's make sure everything's simple. Make sure you guys go over and check them out at circlebdiecast.com. It's basically a simplified website that makes things a lot easier for everybody to check out at. Make sure you go over and show some love to them and all that good stuff. As you see, some paints and all that good stuff back here updating. Ready to go. Here for Talladega, wind not much of a factor, so cars are not going to be moving around too much for the wind anyway. Whether they will or not, we'll see. We're working through turns 3 and 4 this time. As you look at all the cars we got here, some cars starting from the pits here as well. I think we got 2 cars starting from the pit lane. Or at least I think. And that little flash right there, guys, just where the paints keep updating, so. Cars working through. That's weird. Working through the exit of turn 4 now. You see some of these breast cancer paints up front. Pretty cool to see that. As we get set to go green here from Talladega, we want to welcome everybody here once again. 90 laps of racing action here tonight for the Iracing E-Series, sponsored by Plan B Sales. Check them out, circlebdiecast.com. Green flag set to wave here. Race number 2, a playoff round number 2. 4 guys may be facing elimination next week. Well, they will be facing elimination. We'll see who. As the green flag is out of the air, we're racing from Dega. At Pulse Productions, number 46. Kyle Smalley looks like he's getting a little bit of a push on the outside. That is a new sponsor, by the way, for the 46 from Balls Out Racing. Pulse Productions always does great paints. See more cars right now working the high line compared to the bottom line. And there's Calvin Allison doing what we kind of expected, just dropping back. So we'll leave the 31 Marcus Adams now on the bottom side. His teammates, by the way, with the 46. And then you got Cody Smith, one of the favorites in here tonight for this race, working right behind in P2 now. Bottom line, preferred line. They talked about getting a train started where everybody could go up top. I really hope they don't do that because it will be the most boring broadcast I ever do in my life. So I really hope that doesn't happen. Let's go back here a little bit further in the pack. You see Landon Lacey right on the bottom. Riding on board right now with Landon. Landon can actually hear us in the car. He's giving us a little weave. Landon currently running P15 right now. You guys want to know what it looks like to run at a plate race? This is it. This is exactly what you do for 90 laps. Well, not so much 90 laps now, but inches apart where anything can happen at any time. And if it does, you usually just got to pray. Marcus Adams leads that lap with Cody Smith's help. Kyle Smalley's still up there as well. Greg McConaughey also on the bottom. Ron Broderick new fastest lap for the fastest lap of the race so far. Cody Smith moving up in front of that 46. It's exactly I think what Cody kind of wants. He is when it comes to restrictor plate racing, Cody is basically as cutthroat as it comes when it comes to restrict plate. You see why. He just wanted the help from the 46 to get to the lead, and he drops back down to the bottom. That's honestly what makes him so good. He's very aggressive at it when he needs to be. But at 48, giving some help to the 46. Connor knows some plate racing as well. Connor's no slouch when it comes to it. As Kyle Smalley looks like he may have led that lap. Derek Pemberton, new fastest lap, 47.263. Derek right now back in 16th place. Like I said, loves plate racing. Said it's one of his favorite styles to race. You feel like he's got a chance. And you can see him and Lando Lacey already up in that third lane. We got a couple third lane foremen here, a third line, which I like seeing. Jason Papp up in that third lane right now. Lando Lacey going to have to choose which lane he wants to work with. And right now he's going to drop in behind the one with Derek Pemberton as well. And right there, Lando kind of getting, well, I don't want to say Lando getting shuffled out, but it's interesting. There they go. They kind of work it out. Third lane looks like it wants to get started, but nobody else wants to pull out and go up there besides these three guys. So they're going to stay pretty much even. I don't see them making up a ton of time that way, but we'll see. Although I like that third lane, I'm not going to lie. 37, Will Rodemeyer dropping down as well. I know I'm saying his name wrong. I think it's Rodemeyer. I believe how you say his last name. See Connor moving up, and now the bottom lane will prevail. And now here comes Cody Smith once again, looking back to the outside. And you see what Kyle Smiley did. Runs up a little bit high, tries to break that draft just a little bit. And it will be Kyle Smiley leading that lap. Kyle can basically go out here and run any race he wants. He has nothing to lose here tonight. As we look at 3 wide right here, a little bit further back. Now we're starting to see a little bit of a push back here a little bit further. Looks like Elijah Ennis has moved up to that top lane, that GSR Chevrolet, with the other 2 Chevrolets of Jason Papp and Lando Lacey. And now, as quick as that happened, as quick as they get back 2 wide. And then way back here, we just got guys back here just chilling. Marcus Adams, James Cato, Joe Francis, Logan Jones. And where is our driver of the week? There he is. Right there in that 99. Dr. Disrespect on the front. As Greg McCauley showing your leader. Will he be able to lead this lap? Let's find out. Here comes Cody Smith, and McCauley able to lead that lap by about a nose. Cody Smith getting a little bit of help right now. Looks like from the 86 of Aaron Tribble in that second lane. How about Derek Pemberton? He looks like he may be trying to move up here a little bit in that third lane. Yes, sir. 3 wide. Derek Pemberton, Jason Papp, Lando Lacey making that third lane a little bit wider here. Oh, that's a cool picture. I don't know who that was. Oh, we got another lane. Some guys coming up to help that third lane. You see Aaron Tribble now moving up at third lane, getting ever so formed up now. Well, this ain't going to work out well. 4 wide at Talladega. They get back to 3 wide. Not sure who that was, but it looks like that could have been really interesting. Yeah, I think a lot of the cars backed out of that. Smart move by some of them. Derek Pemberton almost comes down on the 59 of Jared Overstreet. And now he is able to clear. Here he goes by 37 as well. Greg McConaughey's still out front. What happened to there's Jason. I was wondering where he was. Ron Worley up front as well. He's in that 00 car. You see him right there on your screen. Push your teammate Greg McConaughey. Here comes Jared Overstreet as well. Outside line looks a little bit tucked up, a little bit better. Let's see if Kyle Smiley drops down in front of McConaughey. Or will he try to The 7 with him. It looks like, sorry about that, guys. Looks like he will drop down in front of Greg. Once again, another switch. New leader will be Cody Smith that lap. Outside lane starting to get a little bit of a push here, though. Aaron Tribble now looks to take that lead with the help of the 81 of Derek Pemberton, followed by Connor there as well. There's a little bit of moving around. Connor going to go out to the third lane with Landon Lacey. I can't tell if Landon's got a little bit of damage on his back end. There's a slight bit of damage there, but it ain't going to hurt it. I'm not sure where the nose damage is at, though, on somebody's car. That's a cool picture, though. I like that. Don't be surprised. Derek's another aggressive plate racer. Don't be surprised if one of these other lanes start working and he pulls straight up in front of him. You do see Kyle Smiley pulling up in that second lane. Oh, Derek has a little problem there. Trying to see who that is. Is that the 46? Or 48? Connor? Yes, it is. Look like, I think it was Zach Bowerman I've seen dropping back. Yeah, Zach Bowerman in the 9 is dropping out of this. He does not like what he sees. Like I said, when it comes to plate racing, these guys are some of the best to do it. Like, that's just being honest. They are very clean when it comes to it, in my opinion. They do have wrecks. I mean, it is a common thing here in iRacing, but they can be aggressive at times and still try to figure out the best lane to go in. Playoff contenders still out front with Cody Smith and Greg McConaughey. It is time for us to turn it up here on Trackside Racing Network. Get ready because it gets loud. All right, watching Jason Papp right now in that one car. Currently running P8 right now as he tries to work his way up towards the front. Up front is still Greg McConaughey. Landon Lacey now with a big push on the 12. Watch for both these guys to get down. Yeah, I would definitely take that. Yeah, they do, right in front of Cody Smith. That is the only time that we've seen actually two cars actually get down instead of just one car. They've been having a little bit of trouble getting two cars down. There has been a little bit of shade. Not sure if that's affecting anything, but that is the first time we've seen two cars able to get down in front of the field, in front of the pack. So that's interesting to see. We'll see if that is a trend that starts happening. I mean, these guys are getting a little bit low on fuel. I think they're only running 65%, I believe, guys, tonight. They are. That could be a factor. I mean, we're going to have to see pit stops here within about 10 to 15 laps. Give or take a little bit on that. I know Landon talked to Greg earlier, said he was willing to work with him. And right now he is working with the Dudes Racing driver. And that number 35 pink Rays Energy car. And how about Cody Smith? He made a big move and he is going to pay. Wow. Watch this. This is a move that will cost you a race late in the race. I think he kind of wanted to stay in front of the 46, or maybe thought there was another lane up there. I'm not sure. But he is dropping like a rock now. Yeah, he moves up. Kyle kind of moves down. Well, that's what happens. And now we're back live, and you can see where he's at. He's dropped way back to 13th or 14th position, which is kind of surprising for a guy like Cody Smith in a place like this. A little bit further back in the field, here's your pole sitter, Calvin Allison, running right in front of JR Houston. JR, very nice paint scheme as well. Of course, breast cancer awareness. He's got the Jordan on the side. Pretty cool. Little paint is there. A couple of them pink paint schemes. There's a big move from the 3 of James Cato. He dives to the inside and get behind Zach Bowen. Back in the field. Up front, well, it is basically, we're 4 wide at Talladega, and that gets worked out very quick, and oh my goodness, watch this. If I'm not mistaken, this 2 actually went above. I think we was 4 wide. We're not quite 4 wide. Yeah, we'll call that 4 wide. That's pretty close. That was wild. Anyways, you see him, what he just did, pull out of line just a little bit, getting air to the front of the nose. Right now, I want to go ahead and say that up front, 1st, 3rd, 4th, all part of the playoffs. You got blue banner, of course, on these cars. I want to check on Ryan or Chris Worrell's paint as well. I updated the paint. I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to be. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I think he just updated the decals on it. Good racing actually so far here at Talladega. It's been pretty interesting. These guys always put on a good show when they come to a plate track. Even though I'm not the biggest plate fan, these guys do know how to do it the right way. Pretty cool little shot here, right on top of the roof fan with Aaron Tribble. See a lot of single file now throughout the field. Of course, Aaron out here driving that Ford Mustang in the Iracing here. There you go. Pit stops underway. We've been waiting on it. Wow, you want to talk about close pit stops. Watch this. Replay brought to you by ATVO. That is the program maker that we use for our overlays. Welcome to Pit Stops at Talladega. You see some smoke lockup, looks like from the 81, but he was able to get slowed down. McConey almost had an issue there. Now, what's going to happen here, we're going to find out if these guys hit pit road. We're going to hop on board here with Elijah Ennis. Better yet, let's hop a little further back with Z-Shot. Give you guys a ride and see if he hit pit road. We don't know if he's going to hit pit road, but yep, there you go. Here's what it looks like. From 190 mile an hour down to about 60. Oh, somebody had issues. I see smoke. Did he get slowed down? Z-Shot, yeah, it was close. And now you got to try to get into your box. And look at that. Man, you talk about good driving by everybody for the most part. Oh, the 6 missed his box. The 99 missed his box. 8, I'm sorry. Still having issues. He was able to get in. Kyle Smalley up here as well. Will there be penalties? Waiting to find out. We will know more once everything's done. There you see a couple cars coming off pit road. Connor already off pit road. Cody Smith, James Lowe, Zach Bowen, Marcus Adams. Now, what happened to Kyle Smalley? Kyle Smalley, too fast on pit road. That is not a great thing. He's had trouble the last few weeks. Elijah Ennis, too fast on pit road. We was on or seen him come in. Kyle Smalley actually got an unsafe pit entry as well. He is there for a long time. He's definitely going to go a lap down. As you look up front, it's a pretty big space. Connor's a pretty big lead here, but he's in trouble because here comes the rest of the field. This right here is the people that pitted beforehand. You see the 00 of Ryan Worley, James Lowe. I'm sorry, not James Lowe. Ryan Broderick, Lando Lacey, Derek Pemberton, Greg McConey. Now just sit back and enjoy because now it's just you got to keep racing. And we're going to, that was early. I thought we were still 5 or 6 laps away before the pit stop, so we're definitely in. Personally, I think these guys, they need to run this to lap 20 or 51, because if not, they're still going to be, a little bit of blink there from the 81, but these guys are still going to be short. This is a 3-stop race. I think these guys could be short on that last pit stop. No, they won't. I lied. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's not 100 laps. Thank Adam. So, a lot of them do actually get back up. But here's your second group with Marcus Adams. From 14th up is in a pack. And look right here. Kyle Smalley there. Elijah Ennis. My favorite paint tonight, by the way, is this right here, the 41. Absolutely love that number 5. And you see him just getting out of this. He is a lap down. So he's just basically racing for a lucky dog right now. But Kyle Smalley's in a world of trouble. You need to check. I know he's still your points leader coming in tonight. But this is just, adds a little bit of drama for next week, I think. You never know. It could definitely close that gap quite a bit. If Kyle does not finish well here tonight and then if something happens, he's definitely making the next round, like 100% locked into the next round. But if he don't finish well here tonight and then don't finish well next week, round 3 of that chase is going to be very interesting for Kyle Smalley, I think. And that's a big if he don't finish well. There's a look at the field. You see Kyle Smalley right there. So they are closing in. Right now, he's not a lap down. So he needs to, even if he goes a lap down, he needs to make sure he tries to run with this lead pack. Because we know we're going to have a caution at some point. Maybe right here. As the 06, he checks out of that. He's like, yeah, we're good. He drops down to the bottom. As now the rest of the field has caught up to the back end of this one. Remember we talked about the 14th and above cars. Right there's the 14th place, and there's the rest of the field right here behind them. So everybody has closed back in, for the most part, to the main draft pack here from Talladega. One of the hardest things when it comes to plate racing, in my opinion, ain't necessarily the draft. It's not the 3 wide. Maybe it is a little bit of draft and getting around lap cars like we're about to see. But a little bit of that, or a lot of this is, to me, pit road. And 46 is dropping down now. That was an interesting move there. And Derek Pemberton drops down as well. He tried to take a little bit of an advantage there to get underneath. I think he's just letting the engine cool, actually. Once again, thanks to Plan B Sales, all the sponsors here for the Iracing East Series. Plan B Sales, of course, check them out. Circle B Diecast now. Of course, Hurricane Media, they've been around since I've been here, maybe before then. They've been a sponsor of this series. So check out Hurricane Media and all the other sponsors you see going across the top of your screen. Of course, McConey, or Midwest Motor Customs, I'm sorry, Butt Kicker, and more. 3 wide with Cody Smith right there in it. And that does not last long. Up front, Derek Pemberton going for the lead with the help of Connor. How about this? 2 cars working a big push here on the outside, but not a lot of other help behind them. My thing is with this, it works. You usually get to the front, but then you've seen exactly what normally happens if you don't have a lot of help behind the second place car that's there. Now they're starting to get a little bit of help, so we'll see. But usually it's like a big wall of air hits them cars and basically just stalls the outside lane out. Now that there is a few cars up there on the outside lane, we'll see if Derek Pemberton can clear the 00. And he's able to clear, but the 46... not quite. And Derek's going, well, Derek's not being too friendly. He's going to just dump him out. And I don't blame Derek on it by any means. So Derek Pemberton takes the lead here on 31. Officially takes the lead, but watch this outside lane once again. Going to get a push. That's Connor out front with Derek Pemberton out front as well. Connor going to basically do the same. And it's basically just a cycle, man. You have to be in the right place at the right time. And actually, I think Connor may have led that lap. I don't know, but a little late getting down to the bottom there, but he does get down in front of the 81 or 82, 81, whatever number he is now. 81 on the car, even though it's 82 in the race. I think he actually is 82. But. Now it's just got that weird feeling to it where something could happen at any moment. Which lane do you want to be in? Me personally, I think anytime a wreck happens, I want to be on the bottom lane. I feel like I just have way more room down there because I can go through the grass, I can go on the apron than other guys do. Greg McConaughey gets stalled out here a little bit on that outside line. He hasn't really made much of a push. I thought he would. Lando Lacey thinks about moving up. He does with Ryan Worley. Of course, teammates, the 00 and the 12. And now you're going to see a big charge here, I think, from this outside lane. Once again. Ryan looks really fast tonight. Now I don't know. Now they're just kind of separated a little bit. Oh boy, that was a close call there between the 46. Remember, the 46 a lap down now. He's just trying to stay on the 1 lap down side of things. And right there, how about that? The 00, 35, and 12, all 3 able to get around the lead lap car or the bottom side cars. And now you see Kyle Smalley up here You know, he is a lap down. He is still battling. Maybe gets the lap back the hard way. With the 8 as well, Michael Anthony, he's a lap down. So basically the 8 and the 46 both working for that lucky dog spot. See Greg McConey right here as well on the bottom. Working that low side. That 46, remember, not in. Derek Pemberton led that lap. But that 46 not in the running right now. He's actually ahead of these lap cars, so he's not a lap down. If a caution was to come out, Kyle Smalley would get the very tough way to get around. Same as Mike Caterino, actually, the 8 car. He's going to, or I'm sorry, Michael Anthony, not Caterino. I apologize. Thanks, Lana Lacey, for putting that name back in my head again. David Eamon needs a big points night here in this one. Once again, we are about 10 laps away from seeing green flag pit stops. And something big just happened. I think the 82 Derek Pemberton may have just lagged out from the race, because he is no longer in here that I see. If he is in here, he's definitely way behind now, or should be behind. Oh, it's a tough break. So Ryan Worley up front with Landa Lacey. In third place, Connor and Greg McConey right now. Remember, the top 2 cars you see on the screen, the 46, trying to stay on the lead lap. And the 8, Michael Anthony, trying to get the lucky dog now. Check out some of these helmets we got in here now. I know what I'm doing. Hold on. There we go. Ryan Worley's helmet. Always like checking these out. Well, I like that one. Ryan's helmet. Landa Lacey's helmet. I like the red on that. That is a cool looking helmet. James Lowe. Greg McConey. Ooh, I like that one too. Greg McConey. I like looking at the visors. Jared Overstreet. Jared Overstreet out here rocking. Very cool looking driver suit. Robert Richards. I love the suit that he's wearing. That's cool. Spider-Man suit. Patrick Green wearing a dirt-looking top helmet. I think it might be Crystal Bell or Tony Stewart. It's like an old looking helmet. It's cool. I like the visor on that as well. Ron Broderick, that's a nice one. Khaled Allison, awesome helmet there as well. Jason Papp, he always rocks the Monster Energy helmet. Cody Smith with Red Bull helmet. Zach Bowman, he's got a cool looking visor. I like that. This world. Joe Francis, J.R. Houston, Logan John, James Cato, Marcus Adams, Kyle Smiley, a pretty cool helmet, and Mike Lansing, pretty cool as well, and Roberto Ramirez. I like his Java suit as well. Watching Ryan Worley out front. You know, the thing he's really got, him and the 8 both really have going here is honestly the lap cars. They are basically their friends right now. I think there's some damage on the back of Greg McQueen's car, and well, there you go, pit stops underway, and I think this might be early for these guys. I'm gonna be honest. Oh boy, somebody may have just got a penalty. That is the 20. Yep, J.R. Houston. Well, that is maybe a penalty for him, and if so, that could be a big penalty because J.R. Houston sits 8th right now in the standings, and now he misses his pit box and has to back way up, and there's a lot of damage on that car. Remember the damage we seen earlier on the back of Landon's car? That might be where it came from, actually. Now, does he have a penalty? Yes, he will. Oh my, he is not the only one. Calvin Allison, penalty as well. That's your pole sitter. Patrick Green, penalty as well to 87. Now I'm wondering, hold on a minute. Now, was this the damage right here from the 87? Because that's a lot of damage. Yeah, watch this. He had the bumper, and then this happened. JR Houston just plows in the back of Patrick Green. That is a big hit for Patrick Green and J.R. Houston both. And the reason why I mentioned that, Patrick Green is 10th in the standings. Now, with that, he is going to be in a must-win situation next week when it comes to next week's race from the Roval. And best of luck there because that is going to be tough. J.R. Houston, that's going to hurt him. Right now, David Eamon likes where he's at. He's going to move in to that spot. Into the top 8. Not only that, I don't really know quite understand why they put it so early. That was a early pit stop for them guys. Wow. Double zero. I seen him block up the brakes a little bit. What just happened? Did he get a penalty? He's spending a time there. Now he's on his way. I think he was waiting for some help to come with him. It looks like everybody makes that pit stop clean. That was an entire team pit stop, by the way, with the exception of Landon Lacey, Robert Richards, but everybody else was a team pit stop. Oh, look at this. Uh-oh. Connor with the big slide. Down pit lane. Watch this. Coming to pit lane. Watch Connor here in that 48. He goes to try to get on pit road as quick as he can. Car should have been lost. He may have got shot a penalty. You see him in his pit box. Well, updates you on the penalties once again. Once all this cycles through, Connor does not get a penalty. You see J.R. Houston there with that damage. I feel like it's hurting guys behind him. That damage on the front of that 20 is quite severe. I just don't think he's got the speed, to be completely honest. I mean, he's keeping up a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see if how long he's able to stay up there. Kyle Smiley trying to push him, but I just don't really know. I say that, and there he is coming up through the field. That's all I know. Here's Ryan Worley once again out front, leading the way here at Talladega. Ryan this season comes in here. He comes in here in the point standings pretty good. I mean, he's 7th, but no wins with only 4 top 5s. And he was 7 points above that cutoff line. I'm sorry, he's more than out. He's 9 points above the cutoff line. 5 points above J.R. Houston. JR not having a great night tonight. Once again, I feel like that hurts JR quite a bit. I feel like David Eamon's really going to be able to take advantage of this. As you do see Greg McConey now out in front, leading this one. Kyle Smalley, once again, that 46 blue Chevrolet that you see on the outside, not in the running for the lead. He's just trying to stay either one lap down or trying to get his lap back the hard way. As we are coming down to the final pit stop, next time by. So far, caution free here tonight at Talladega. Once again, I told you guys when we come out there, do not be surprised if we see a long flat run from these guys. And, well, here we are seeing it. Next week, round 2 will come to an end. We go to Charlotte Roval on October 12th. 55 laps around there. It's going to be a fun one. Following that one, we'll be live from the next round, round number 3, to set the field for the championship with Kansas, Texas, and Martinsville. And, of course, the final race is at Phoenix International Raceway. That'll be a fun one. Basically, that is a winner-take-all for the final 4. You finish in front of the other 3, you win the championship. Kyle Smalley out front. But he's not let down now. But he's got to go all the way around. He needs a yellow. All right, guys, for the final time tonight, it is time for us to turn it up here on Trackside Racing Network. Playoff race number 2 of round 2. I've been sitting here talking to myself, guys. Sorry about that. We are still about 8 or so laps away before we need to pit. Or before we don't need to, but before these guys have the option to hit pit road. Probably going to go a little bit further than 65, I would guess, just in case there's a green-white checker. You can run about 25 laps or so on a full tank of gas. So yeah, you'll probably start seeing, since I'm going to say like around lap 70 to be safe. Looking over here at the live time. These guys can still go about 12 more laps or so. Like I said, you're going to at least have to go at least to lap 65. But I expect that to probably go around to lap 70, to be completely honest. Up front, Greg McConney still leading the way in that 12 car. With Connor on the outside. Connor not part of the playoffs. However, that 2 car that you see, David Eamon, the 0-2 actually, still part of the playoffs. Then you got the 00, the 99 of James Lowe, also a part of it. And then you see that damage number 20 of J.R. Houston, a lap down right now. You can see why. He had a penalty on pit road. It cost him a lot of time. And then it spaces out a little bit more to Zach Bowerman and Ryan Broderick. Jason Papp a little bit further back. He's actually back here in a group of 4. Not where he wants to be with Joe Francis and James Cato. I'm sure he would rather be a little bit further up. A guy we haven't talked about much is right here in 13th. I think he's just been riding around, just slowly being patient. And that is Marcus Adams. Running right behind Deshaun. Here the cars come once again to complete another lap at Talladega. And it is the same lineup that we seen last time. Can't wait till we get to the Roval. Where is Cody Smith? Haven't spoke that name in a minute. He had that issue earlier, basically where he got shot up out of line. And there he is. And the number 7 car. He's one of the favorites to win this, and that was my pick to win. Greg McConney looking pretty good tonight, unlike his fantasy football team, who is not doing so great. But he's looking good here tonight. I'll give him credit for that. He is looking pretty good here tonight. And I'm sure he loves me saying that, by the way. Same as Landon Lacey, I can say the same thing about his fantasy team as well. Not doing so great. Coming to lap 64. To be honest, we can pit on lap 65 once again if these guys choose to. Keep in mind, however, if they choose to, and there is a green-white checker, they may have to come back down pit lane. So, there is that. So, I think you're going to see them push it. You're probably going to see them running this all the way out. I feel like you're going to see them run it to lap 70. And then they'll hit pit road. That's going to be the perfect amount to get them through their pit cycle and green white checker. We have had issues with penalties tonight. Right now, to be honest, penalties have been a big issue tonight. You can't afford a penalty. We're seeing that now with this race being caution free. You just can't afford it. You do see a car dipping off in the background. And I believe that might have been Elijah Ennis. Yes, it was. He's coming down pit lane. He had issues earlier in pit stops. But right now is the thing where you cannot make a mistake. If you've had 2 good pit stops, and I got a feeling somebody's going to make a mistake here on this pit stop cycle. It's just bound to happen eventually with more guys. So we'll see. If we have a pit stop cycle, we got to make it there first. As you see, the lead lap cars work off turn number 4 here at Talladega. You do see some lap cars up in front of this field that could always become an issue. It's out front right now. Connor Safari still leading this one with the help of David Eamon. This could be a big pass here. If he's able to clear Kyle Smalley, it could be a big break for these guys. You also see James Lowe, the TRN. Oh, here we go, pit stop. Okay, so them pit stops that you see, that is not surprising. That is Calvin Allison. And the thing with this is, they're going to be safe. But if we get a green white checker, they're definitely going to have to come back down. So keep that in mind. They pit, and then honestly, they're already a lap down. That's what, well, they're safe, but they're already a lap down, so that's unfortunate for them. Because I forgot they had the penalty on pit road. Last time that they came down, him and Patrick Green, I forgot, and J.R. Houston. Got J.R. and Patrick right on the bubble in the playoffs. I feel like Patrick Green, one of the favorites. I felt like it could go to the Final Four this season. Hasn't had the best playoff luck. He is back in 10th right now in the playoffs. And if he finishes where it looks like he could finish, then he's in a must-win next week. And here we go. Pit cycle is underway. And Greg McConey and Rob Broderick may have just scraped the wall. That is not what these 3 guys wanted coming in. We're going to check on that double or 06. Did he get the wall coming down pit lane? It was about as close as you can get. Watch this. I think he might have caught the edge. Oh, yeah, he tagged it, but I think he actually got slowed down. Will they have a penalty? We'll find out here in just a moment. As now the other guys are set to come down pit lane. Let's see what happens in this cycle. Here they come. Look at that mess. Everybody's looking pretty good at that one. Wow. Oh, we got one car in the wall. Who was that? That was the 23. Unfortunately, of Logan Jones getting the wall. I want to mention Atlanta Lacey, Ryan Broderick, Ryan Worley, Greg McConey. No problems on pit road. So they are able to cycle through their pit stop. As you see down here, cars on pit lane. And will there be tires taken? Not everybody's going to take tires. I don't think. I lied. Everybody takes tires. Uh-oh. I think the 9 may have just got hit with a penalty. Watch this. Now, this could be a penalty here. If he goes above that yellow line. onto the race surface. That is an unsafe pit exit. I think he's okay. I don't think he actually went above it. We're going to have a better view right here. Did the end of the tires go across that line? It's close, but I think he's going to be okay. That was Cody Smith. I think he just kind of caught him off guard a little bit. But how about this? These guys able to beat out the first couple cars that pitted. So James Lowe now out front with David Eamon, and all these guys are going to catch up like it is a matter. We've seen it already. See James Lowe out here rolling around in P number 2 now, or P1, sorry. P got confused. I seen Kyle Smalley out front still. Kyle Smalley still on the lead lap, laying out front in front of all these guys. He's been the deciding factor in some of these lead changes we've seen. Here's the second group of guys. They did pit earlier before a lot of this group. They're going to have to get single file, I think, as quick as they can in order to run this second group or first group down. If not, we may be looking at our group up in front of them, which is right here. There's way more cars in this group, and they will be faster. So Lando Lacey and all these guys back here need to get single file, I feel like, with Greg McConey and Logan Jones and all of them if they want to have a chance to win it. It was faster that time, by though. But could James Lowe go back to back? That'd be something. Could David Eamon cash his way in to the next round automatic? That'd be a big one. Once again, the big one has not happened, and really it may not, honestly. We are so spaced out right now. But we got a little group here that you never know. Zach Bowerman working his way around the outside with the help of none other than that 7 car of Cody Smith. And oh, Lord, that's not what you want to see if you're these other guys. Oh, the 46 goes up, and I believe that was more of a block than anything. Watch this. Zoom in here. Watch this 9, the run he gets. I think the 46 pulls up in front. He does to stop the run. He gets a big shot from that. And you see what it does to this 9 and the 7. It basically stalls out that outside run. Do not be surprised if we see the 46 do that once again. Try to stall that run out. And yep, he tried, and he's not going to be able to. Now Kyle Smalley's in trouble. Got a little bit of a help there, but that is not what he wanted. It was just some teammates working with each other, trying to help each other out. And unfortunately, it hurts the 46 quite a bit. Let's keep in mind, Cody Smith and Zach Bowerman now, teammates out front, part of Suit Life Motorsports, leading the way here as they cross the line. Both in the playoffs, I believe. Yes, they are. I apologize. I didn't thought they was. Zach right now 5th in the standings. Cody Smith right now needs, I don't know if he necessarily needs a win now that he's got some little bit of luck on his side tonight. But it would definitely benefit him if he was able to grab a win. And then, of course, you got the 99 of James Lowe. It's like, look, he is the hottest driver in this series right now. I just want to point that out. The 99, the hottest driver coming in, just being honest. He won last week, has had multiple top fives over the last few weeks, which is why he was our driver of the week on TRN. But you see him going to the lead with the help of that 46 car. Now, what do you do here? If you're Zach or Cody, you can't go high. The 46 ain't going to help you. It'd be interesting, though, if he did. As far as the second group, they are not catching nobody. They are single file, so I just don't know if they're going to have enough time. They might, but they need to stay single file, I feel like. These top guys right now are in the 47 fives. And now they're side by side a little bit, so we'll see if it kind of slows them down a little bit. Let this other group to catch up. Let's check on the lap times, actually. That time by, yeah, Ryan Williams quite a bit off the pace, and they have moved up. See, they're just not in order, man. They are just like all over the place, shuffling for a position. You can't do that. That's just not going to allow you to get faster. That's going to cost you the chance. Now, you know, if a yellow was to come out, they wouldn't care, but it wouldn't hurt them at all. And it might. Coming to lap 79 this time. Tomorrow night, guys, no broadcast tomorrow or Wednesday here on the broadcast. We will be live again on Thursday for the Red Sox Racing Series and the Iracing Legacy Cup Series season finale. Not their season finale, the regular season finale. And how about that? Kyle Smiley was able to get back up in front. You also see the 6 of Chris Worrell. That is also teammates with that 99 and the 46. And how about this? The 99. This is going to help the 99 more because the 46 will stall out this inside lane. Yeah, you can see him rubbing a little bit. He's like not on the gas as hard. You can already see it by how he's doing this. He's okay with what's happening right now. But you got to keep in mind who you're doing that to. Them guys are a little bit aggressive, and if they don't like it, you're going to know. And you can't necessarily blame the 9 of the 7. And how patient are you going to be if you're Zach Bowman or Cody Smith? Especially Cody Smith. You know that you don't necessarily need a win, but a win would definitely help. And well, you see it. Nobody stays on the bottom to help. Oh. Interesting. And things are getting interested up front. Connor takes the lead away. He's going to drop down in front of the 99. Oh, almost a little bit of contact. The 6 trying to squeeze in. He does. The 99 now. James Lowe helping Chris Worrell. Connor still on the inside. Connor would love to get a win here, but right now going to lose the lead as Chris Worrell may drop to the bottom. He does not. He stays up there to try to pull his teammate as well. David Eamon up there. Cody Smith. Zach Bowerman up there. Now the Chris Worrell machine drops down to the bottom. Now is a balls out. 1-2 right now. Barely by 2. And I think right now James Lowe's okay with this. I think Chris Worrell's okay. Now here comes a pass. That was close to being below that yellow line. I don't know if that's legal. Oh, the 7 making a big move. He goes to the inside of David Eamon. I said Cody Smith was one of the best at restrictor plates. Now you know why. Because he does moves like that. Guys right here do not want to get out too far. If they do, it will hurt them. If they get out too far, you're going to have to see the 7 just stay on the 99's bumper. And if you break it just a little bit, you're going to get left out. So he does not want to get too far out ahead. Oh boy, that's a late block to come up. The 7 moves up in front of David here. Now you got balls out on the inside. 1, 2, and that 46 who's a lap down. Still working with his teammates here. Cody Smith on the outside with David, Eamon, and Connor. Not sure if anybody's going to move up. The 8 may move up. Mike Caterino. I'm sorry, Michael Anthony moves up. I keep calling Caterino. Michael Anthony moves up. Unfortunately, a lap down, but you see the 6 of Chris Worrell moving up to put a block on that outside, trying to use that momentum to help him get to the lead. Kind of looks like we're back at the beginning of the race when it's just going to kind of shuffle all the way through this. But I'll be surprised if we get a 6 move back up to the outside lane on this exit. He does not. 3 lanes starting to make a little bit of a push here now. Things are starting to pick up as we come to lap 85. Where things start getting interesting. Connor trying to test the waters to see if that 9 would go with him. It looks like he will for now. So we got 3 lanes now starting to work. The 7 and the 2 caught in the inside. 3 wide here late in this one. As Chris Worrell still out front. With the help of James Lowe, contact, 48 in the wall. More contact, 2's around, more contact. Caution's going to come out. There's the yellow as the 48 of Connor goes for a ride. And I think there was more. I'm trying to find out who all it was. Connor ran such a good race, man. We are going to overtime. Did I see Chris Worrell involved? Or who else did I see? Somebody else got really involved in this. A 59. I think all the playoff drivers make it through it. David barely making it through this. Oh my gosh. Him. Who else is that? Marcus Adams? Watch it. Marcus Adams. What? Wow. Watch this. His race should have been done. That's a wild one. Another look at the back end. A hit right here on that inside wall. That looks like Roberto Ramirez took. Hard impact there. That's going to end his night, unfortunately. All right, guys. Who's going to be the lucky dog? Will it be Kyle Smalley? Ooh, this could be big. I think Kyle Smalley may get the wave around here. Some other cars come down pit road. Some don't. And this right here is not what you want to see. And for everybody else, Kyle Smalley going to say, hello, boys. I'm going to be back in this one, as you see the lucky dog being issued to the 46. He is now officially back in the lead lap. He went a lap down at the first pit stop of the race. Granted, he's going to have a lot to drive up through in 3 laps, but you never know at Talladega. So Chris Worrell, James Lowe, Cody Smith. There's your running order right now. Marcus Adams, who's been patient here, really patient tonight in the 31. For you guys that was curious about Landon Lacey and all them guys, but Landon, Greg McConaughey, guys did come down pit road, took a little bit of optionals, which is not going to hurt him. You see a little bit of damage back on the 12. It's not going to hurt him by any means. You see Landon, he's got a little bit of damage too. It's not going to hurt him. Ron Broderick, I mean, all these guys that from that team, definitely going to help them. You see Ryan Worley there as well. He's going to be restarting in ninth place, it looks like. So we'll see. Racing's about to get really, really interesting now. So I'm going to be honest. There's a small chance that all these guys can't make it on fuel. If we have another green, white checker, these leaders are in trouble. The guys from 1st to 7th, I think they could be short if we have another green, white checker. So let's see. Who's coming down pit lane? Did David Eamon just come down pit lane? David Eamon and O2 coming down. Well, there is a little bit of damage there. I'm wondering if that's why he's coming down to fix that. But I'm going to be honest, this late in the race, I think he may have been a little short on field. Maybe he's just a little bit cautious about it. But why would you wait that long? He should have came down the first time. Pace lights are off. I mean, you've got to take that the first time, not wait. So we'll see. You see Marcus Adams. I'm going to guess that Marcus Adams might be at the bottom. Just clutching us. Yeah, you hear it. He is shutting the car. He's holding his clutch in. Right there, no RPMs on 300 RPM. Saving fuel. That will help if we get another green, white checker. And I want to mention, this is an unofficial green, white checker. So I'm going to point that out. I just noticed that this will be an unofficial green, white checker. So this is not an official one. So keep that in mind. I mean, we could still have 4 restarts. You never know. Things are about to get interesting here. That is for sure. Pit road closed. Everybody's lining back up. 2 laps to go here around Talladega Super Speedway. Chris World, James Lowe out front. Keep in mind, if we do have a green, white checker, that's where things will get pretty interesting for us up here. Pace truck drops in. Everybody should have enough fuel to make it at least 1 green, white checker. I just want to point that out. Maybe even 2, but we don't know for sure. Here we go. Green flag out of the air. And that was a wild restart. Somebody got some bumps. I seen that back in the back. But Chris World's going to be out front. Getting a good push here from the 7 of Cody Smith. Only problem right now with Cody, he has really no help. Zach Bowerman right now stuck in 6th. Cody going to go to the outside. I don't know what James Lowe's going to do here. They may try to make this 3 wide. I mean, if you're smart, you're not going to let this 7 have a chance. But for Cody, you're basically going to force them to push you. Here we go. Coming to the start-finish line. If we make it to the white flag, race is official. And it looks like it will be official. So everybody should have enough gas to get back to the end, but do not count out the action that could happen here in turn 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or the backstretch. In a place like this, you just never know. Down the backstretch they go. Right now, it is Chris Will out front. You see Marcus Adams put the big push. He's starting to come late. That is Landon Lacey getting a little sideways. He saves it. Things are heating up. Now remember, Talladega, you get that long straightaway. Nobody's going to be able to catch Chris Will, I don't think. Never mind. Here comes Zeshawn. He's working the outside. Coming to the stripe. Chris Will wins at Talladega. He moves on to the next round. Marcus Adams, Zeshawn finishes in third. There's some breaks that happen a little bit further back here after the checkered, I believe. I'll have to the 23 here. I see he blew up. Oh, there was a wreck that happened up in front of him. For 46 and more. But anyway, there's your race winner here tonight. Congratulations to Chris Worrell, by the way. Awesome win. How about that? He needed a win. He was sitting 12th in the point standings, and I think his teammates knew it. It does not matter. He overcame a penalty last week, and now he is looking at victory lane, and I'm trying to find him. Marcus Adams giving him some love as well. Chris Worrell, Adams having up in the booth. You got a copy.
Somebody talking to me.
I'm talking to you.
You're out of all the Porsches rolling right now. Me and Marcus burn them down. I got the victory lane. Yeah!
Hey.
Take it, boys. I'll suck it.
How does it feel to overcome a penalty, by the way? Because you had to win.
Awesome. I know I had to win. You know, it was a chance. It's such a good shot that, Kyle's going to end up dominating next week. He's been killing at these road courses. But I'll tell you what, man. James got me up there. He kept me up there. And Marcus came in clutch there at the end. I couldn't do it without those guys. Marcus, man, thank you from the bottom of my heart sticking with me, man.
Was that part of the plan?
What was that?
Was that part of the plan? We know you guys are teammates, or was that just the way it worked out? I mean, man.
All week I was like, all right, y'all know the plan, right? I kept telling them, I was like, y'all just got to get me the win. That's the only plan, And, we all joked around about it, and I can't believe they actually stuck with the plan.
You came in here 12th in points, man. You're walking out well above that. You're definitely making the final 8. That's got to feel nice, though, dude.
Oh, man, it's awesome. Last week I thought I had a better shot and it ended rough. But to come back and, win in a must-win situation pretty much, you can't beat it, especially with teammates like the one that I've got. Kyle Smalley, Marcus Adams, James Lowe. We miss you, Keith. Hope you get feeling better soon, come back. But, I just, also give a shout-out to Michael Anthony up there helping us out tonight. So, I don't know, man. I'm so excited. I really need this one, and teammates came in so clutch tonight. I couldn't be on a better team.
For sure on that. Any other shout-outs you want to give out, man? Clutch win tonight. Can't wait to talk to Marcus about
Plan B Sales, Midwest Motor Customs. You, Adam, thank you for everything you do. Love hearing these broadcasts. Wish you could race with us more often. I say you take the boost and put it in the damn car, ride around with it. I think you can do it.
That'd be funny.
But, I believe in you.
Hey, dude, I'm so happy you got to win. I was hoping that you would move on. So now go see if you can fight for his championship.
Yes, sir. We're going to.
For sure.
Once again, thank you so much, Marcus, James, Kyle. Y'all are the best friends, best teammates I could ask for.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks again, Adam.
You too, man. Next up, it is going to be, I guess we can basically just call this man right here basically the savior, Marcus Adams. You got a copy?
Hello.
Why are you so calm about it? You just like, I don't know. It's so different because usually, of course, we always interview you. We talk to you every week, of course, most of the time. You decided to elect to help your teammate get him into the playoffs. A lot of guys don't really do that anymore. Big kudos to you for doing that. But talk us through that decision to do that. I mean, you could have went for the win. Let's be honest.
Well, there's a few birdies that is upset that I did not try to win it myself, and I love that they're upset. Um, I can actually go win a few more races that we have, so I'm not really worried about probably the easiest track in history.
I like that, by the way. We know that you're already locked into the next round. You did have that, of course, going for you. Well, yeah, I think it's official. We can say that. Locked into the next round. We know we go to the Roval next week. Let's talk a little bit about that. Definitely a tough place to race. We know Kyle is good at road courses. How do you feel about going to the Roval?
I probably don't even have a top 5 there. To be honest, I don't have enough experience on road courses, but basically, Chris needed the win. I did not need the win. All I needed was a good finish, and I'd be good. So I knew I wasn't going to try and pass him.
This is about the only track where teammates are a big factor, man. Once again, kudos because you don't see that often. So I got to just shout you out for that. Chris was just ecstatic about you helping him. Man, you know how to do it. Shout outs and all that.
Plan B, Midwest Motor Custom, Iracing Flag, AC Paints, the Trackside Network, or TRN. Yeah.
You got it. Hey, good job, man. Go keep doing what you're doing. You're consistent finishes. It works out.
Yep.
Thanks, buddy. Next up is a guy we haven't interviewed in a while, Z-Shot. It's been a minute since we got to talk to Z-Shot, and there he is. Z-Shot, you got a copy?
Yeah, Adam, I got you.
Man, almost able to pull it off. I feel like we say that every time we interview you, though. You just hate hearing almost, but either way, man, another third place finish, you got to be happy with it somewhat.
Yeah, I really am. I'm running the Cup Series part-time this year just for fun. I had another league I was doing on Mondays. I was happy to see Chris get the win, and thank you to Cody for pushing me there. He said on the radio, hop up position, so I did. My 90-lap right side tires, which I never changed, didn't really hold into turn 3. Probably could have got, second or maybe even the win, but third is good.
It looked like a lot of people was having issues on pit road tonight, too. You've had experience with it plenty of times. Is that the hardest thing about these plate races, man, is pit road?
Definitely, especially in green ones like this. That's why we had so many lap cars. I slid through my box twice just because I ran around cars that were around my pit stall, and my pit sign was different this week for my breast cancer scheme.
Right.
I worked with Joe Francis, James Cato, J.R. Houston, and Logan Jones to catch the pack after the first stop, and we spent basically the entire first run just trying to make up 3 seconds on the pack.
Well, man, I want to see you run more because I love watching you race. Like I told you when I did the Super Speedway, you always do a good job. You're always a class act about it, too. So, third place, shout outs and all that, bud.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Jason Pat for putting on a good league. My teammates, Connor and Elijah. Elijah did a good job, had internet issues. Connor led the most laps, had a really good run. Hate to see him get wrecked there, but he did an awesome job. You do a great job broadcasting every Monday, and I wish you would still do Fridays for us. It's fun, but
hey, your team's about the only team that never has drama. I respect that, dude. So keep doing what you're doing with your team because you guys are awesome to watch. So good job tonight. And hey, you never know about Fridays. Good luck to them.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
There you go, guys. I love interviewing Connor. He's one of my favorite drivers. Honestly, that is not even a joke. He is honestly one of my favorite drivers to talk to in an interview. But that would do it. How about Chris Worrell putting it up in victory lane? He goes from 12 10 points to now at least inside the top 8. We're not sure where. We just know he's up there somewhere. Shout out to him picking up the win. And call it team orders, whatever you want to call it, with Marcus Adams doing what he did. You got to do that at a place like this when your teammate's in trouble not making the playoffs. I'm sorry. Disagree. Don't disagree. I love the call that he made. Only Marcus really knows that. I love it. I don't care. I don't even want to hear about it. Over here looking at the points, they did update it. right now, Chris Worrell will make it, even though it's showing that he is not in it. He will make the playoffs right now. Right now, it will be J.R. Houston, David Eamon, Patrick Green, and Cody Smith, I believe, is on the outside looking in. But it's going to be close next week at the Roval. Roval's going to be so important. Y'all guys tune in for that. Enjoy your next 2 days off. We will be back here on Thursday night. Y'all have a great night. See y'all in a couple days, and God bless.